You're watching The Book Reviewer with Cindy Brady, where we make hardcovers soft. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of The Book Reviewer with your host Cindy. And I have another book review to share, you guys. So, I was with my son at the library, and I showed him some of these books that me and my mom liked. I think I did a book review of one of them before, which I'll put in the top right hand corner above, so you can go check that out. This one is a juvenile fiction book. It is classified as a historical fiction book. This one is The Royal Diaries, Lady of Palenque, and it is in Mesoamerica, AD 749, and it is by, let me look, Anna Kirwan, and I'll put that in the title. This book is, like I said, a historical fiction book, and what I found out is Mesoamerica is where Guatemala, El Salvador, modern day southern Mexico location would be. So this is, like I mentioned, it's in AD 749, and this woman, her name is, I don't even know, Shenkal Yaxel, and they are from the Mayan people back then, and she is betrothed to wed a lord that she's never met. And her writings are pretty much of record keeping. Here's what it says on the back. 9/15/18 to 11. Let's see. July 7th. Lakamaha, Bagal Highland. I thought, now as I leave Lakamaha, I may never return. I may never see my family again. Well, perhaps I will see some of them, but I will be like the water that comes down from a spring deep in the heart of a mountain cavern. It can flow and seep and pool and cascade all the way down to the water lily fields, all the way down to the big river, all the way to the marshes and the great salt sea. But it can never flow back uphill to its home. I will never forget Lakamaha, even if Lakamaha forgets me. So she is a woman that has been betrothed to marry somebody she's never met. And back then, arranged marriages were a thing. They were common. It was very much the parents arranging the marriage for the kids. She is, I think, about 16 years old in this book, and this was a good book. I don't think that you can get it on Kindle, but I'll make sure and put links in the description below. This was a long book. This was a very detailed book, but I think it's because of who she was. She was going to be the queen of another place that she said that they had journeyed to. So, it wasn't entertaining, but it was very detailed, as records should be. Of course, when you're doing any type of kind of travel diary, you notate where you are, what the conditions are, anybody that lived, died, born, whatever it might be. So I can see why the records were what they were. So this was a good book. I couldn't get into a lot of it because of how it was written. It was very detailed. But in general, it was a good read. I learned somewhat about the Mayan people, and these books are kind of cool because they actually have an epilogue, and they have bits and pieces about in the back about what they know of the story. So these are based on real people. There was really a woman that was kind of wed, and um, they tell about the author, about words in the Mayan language, and artifacts that they actually have pictures of that they have in the back pages for you. So this isn't this is probably for kids that are a little bit older, probably 8 to 14, I would say. And even then, it might be a little bit of a lengthy read. It's only about, let me see. So with all of the facts and stuff included, it's about 200 pages. But without all of that, it's probably about 150 or 200. So that is my book review for today. I would recommend this book to people that like history, especially. If you can get past some of the long details and happenings and things like that, you can really picture it because it is that detailed. But I was expecting something more of a more lively read than this. But it wasn't a bad book. It was okay. I think that's all we have for you today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Keep reading. Don't stop believing. And we will see you again soon. Goodbye.